which is faster, int or char? Well, in this specific case, when we have only one int or char, it's either that it doesn't matter or that it's architecture dependent. However, what's more important is when you have an array of integers or characters. If an int is 4 bytes, then this array will take 4 times more memory than the char version, which doesn't just affect memory usage in terms of using more RAM, but also the speed of loading them from memory. Let's say that if we have a 64-byte cache line, the CPU can load this entire array to the cache. For the integer version, however, it can't load the entire array into a cache line. So instead of having a single cache miss, as in the case of the char array, we'll have 4 cache misses when loading this entire int array. And because we're using more memory, then we can fit less of other data into the cache. Now, of course, the caveat here is if you're using an unsigned char, you can only fit from 0 to 255, whereas with an int, you can have larger numbers, which is still useful if you have fixed buffers that are small. You can save even more memory if you are using the character as a boolean, where you use the bits inside the character to represent different flags. Now, it should be noted that if you are trying to benchmark this type of optimization, you should note that micro benchmarks don't really reflect real performance. In a micro benchmark, this is the only data that the CPU needs to fit in the cache. In the real world, however, you are not the only one using the cache. Other data is going to use the cache, which means that using less memory in real programs might be even faster than in micro benchmarks.